Hi everyone, and welcome to Twee Tutorials. Love is in the air, and so is the excitement of incorporating Valentine's Day themed activities into ESL lessons. I will show you how to create such activities on Twee. Let's go. For my first lesson aimed at A2 level students, I plan to kick things off with a discussion activity. For that, I will go to our Bits and Pieces tool and generate a list of tips on what to do and not to do on your first date. Look, first I generate the do's, just like that. Then I tweak the prompt and ask it to generate the don'ts. Easy. In my lesson plan, I will just mix the two and ask my students to correct the tips that seem wrong. This activity can be done in pairs as well. Alright, for the next activity, I have found an article online with some funny dating stories. As I'm working with A2, I will need to simplify those to make them understandable for my learners. I will use the new Simplify and Upgrade tool for that. I copy one of the stories, click on Do the Magic, and get the same story that has been rewritten by Twee in simpler language. I can do the same for the other stories as well. If needed, I can turn it into a grammar activity, use the Fill in the Gap tool, take out some function words, articles, prepositions, conjunctions, and so on. And there we go, another activity ready for my students. Here I want to remind you that you can hide the tool results that you don't need anymore, like this. If I need more questions for discussion after the reading, I can generate them in the Discussion Questions tool. I can link them to the particular stories that the students have just read. In this case, I will paste the text or just the topic of funny dates in general. I can download my activities as a PDF or just copy them to Google Docs, an interactive board, or whatever. You can download the activities that I've just created by clicking the link below this video. Now great news, we have a new feature. I can also share my project with a colleague. I click on share and type in the email of someone I want to share my project with. They will be able to view or edit depending on what I allow them to do. For level B2, I have decided to create a lesson based on a YouTube video. I'll create a short 30-minute lesson. I upload the video to Twee and generate its transcript. Then I use the same video in the new Summary Gap Fill tool. It creates notes based on the video that the students will need to fill in after or while watching. Now a little hack. Even though I already have a lead-in activity, I'm going to use this tool because it gives awesome group activities. And this is exactly what I need for this stage of the lesson. I choose the activity that I like and add it to my lesson plan. Here I want to remind you that all outputs are editable. If you want to print this as a PDF, you can edit your output here. For C1, I have decided to create a lesson that is a little bit unusual. Let's see. For all Valentine's Day haters here, this lesson is for you. I found an article online which is perfect for level C1, even without editing. I upload it to Twee and create open-ended questions for it. I also need some questions for discussion. I generate them in the Discussion Questions tool. Working with vocabulary from this authentic text seems like a good idea. I create the word definition matching exercise, but turn it into something more interesting. Look what I did in my PDF. I pasted the definitions and indicated the numbers of paragraphs where the words and phrases can be found. Then my students will scan the text and do the exercise. To further practice the new vocabulary, I create sentences with the key phrases and then use the Fill in the Gap tool. Done. You can download the full lesson on Twee. That's it for today. Enjoy Twee and happy Valentine's Day.